Our first question this week comes from Scott Golden, and he wants to know if there was a lot of pressure on you and Larry when working with Dustin because he was Dusty's son at this time, and Dusty was in charge of booking. Did you feel it at all that way, or didn't even look at it like that?
No. Whatever Dusty said, I don't remember. It was just one line, Just gave me the confidence that I had his confidence. There was not a long question, Q&A about it. There was no long, hey, I need you to do this or that and the other. We knew. I knew. And Larry knew.
So Dusty basically handled it like a professional, That's exactly what it sounds like.
Yep. Yeah. He never approached me as the booker or as the father. It was like almost like who you wrestling today. Tad up.
There you go.
Double. It was a pleasure. And when they, the thing about it is I would have done the right thing in the match anyway. But when they're that talented, it's easy. My God, forget about what I was doing for him and Larry was doing for him. What the hell was he doing for us?
Great point. Well, listen, let's jump into it because our next clip is Dustin and the Yellow Dog, Brian Pillman. They're teaming up against you and Larry, the Enforcers. The Yellow Dog will work most of this match, but Dustin earned the victory for their team thanks to a distraction from Flying Brian. Here it is, second clip of the week. It's August 3rd from Worldwide of 1991. Let's check it out together.
Surety here, we did talk about the experience, but a guy who has an uncanny amount of experience for his young age is this Dustin Rhodes. I mean, we talk about natural athletes, but it's really hard to get seasoned in a relatively short period of time, and I see a lot of maturity in this young man. I like what I see, and I see great things for him in the future.
Reversal to a hammerlock, and quickly Zbyszko, the veteran he is, got to the ropes. He is the master of psychology in the ring. He can really turn things around. He continually complains to the referee. I've never seen anything like it. I know him very well, and he is a master of that, but also a tremendous competitor. Picks up Dustin Rhodes, turn an offensive move into a belly-to-back.
Well, with the wrestling skills that all of these men in the ring possess, it's a wonder anybody has to have a bad attitude or would have to utilize the referee or trying to break the rules. This should be a great competition, but with a bounty on a mask, anything can happen, and the Enforcers have been known to break the rules on more than one occasion.
Immediate tag to the Yellow Dog. Anderson still in there, having the Yellow Dog now send him in. Zbyszko got the knee up. That was premeditated right there. They knew exactly what to do, did the Enforcers.
Well, it was a setup. It's a common maneuver to use in tag team action, and they're going to really try to capitalize on this. They're going to try to cut the ring off, keep a fresh man in, and keep the Yellow Dog from being able to make that tag.
Snapmare. And now Zbyszko going right after the mask. He's wasting no time. He's going right after the hood here. And the Yellow Dog is up. Zbyszko still pulling. Yellow Dog is biting, as you can see on the mask, preventing Zbyszko from pulling it up. But Zbyszko right back to the offense again.
Well, it's a bounty situation. Normally in a match, pinfall is the objective, but in this particular instance, the pinfall isn't really the most important thing. The most important thing is disclosing to the world, if you might say, who exactly this Yellow Dog is.
Yellow Dog fighting back, slapping Anderson down. Anderson immediately makes a tag, and look at this. Tremendous work by Anderson, preventing the tag from the Yellow Dog.
You see that little quick kick to the short ribs. I mean, Zbyszko knows how to make it count every time he gets the advantage, and he will punish the Yellow Dog until he gets him where he wants him.
You see this capacity crowd on hand, trying to get the Yellow Dog back into it.
I'd have to say the fans have definitely been supportive. I think we have somebody down here ringside. I don't think our cameraman has quite picked him up yet.
Look down at ringside. That's Flying Brian. That's Flying Brian.
Well, that's what all the controversy's about. I mean, the Yellow Dog's in the ring. There's Flying Brian. What's going on here?
Dustin rolls up Zbyszko and gets it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the Yellow Dog and the Natural Dustin Rhodes.
So there it is. He is not the yellow dog.
Well, we had a little chicanery there with the switcheroo of the yellow dog. But listen, Dustin's obviously the beneficiary of some outside interference and goes over on Larry. But, man, we talked about it a little bit last week. Flair's gone, right? So with him being gone now, there's an opportunity for you and Larry and others to now kind of play the mentorship role as they start to bring along some of this younger talent. You see Dustin now entering, he's now part of the fray and part of the talent. And you're going to wrestle him around the house show loop. And you lost to him at the UIC Pavilion in Chicago in front of a modest crowd at 1,500. But these one-on-one matches now, Arn, that are starting to happen, allow Dustin to really get some significant reps. You've talked about how important that is for these young guys to really develop. And he's working with you one-on-one all throughout these house show loops. We talked about it a little bit earlier, Arn, about how he's now regarded as one of the best teachers in the business. You have also helped a lot as far as teaching them the business, the ins and outs of the squared circle. What, in your mind, Arn, are some of the attributes that make a good teacher, trainer, and mentor for other wrestlers inside or outside the ring?
Patience, recognizing that young talent don't know what they don't know, letting them know that it's okay to not just follow suit and do what they've seen other wrestlers do before them. There's a lot of copying going on now. Back in my day, you wouldn't have never stole or copied other guys' moves. It was disrespectful. You'd have probably got one warning, and then you would have had a trip to the bathroom, and we know that trips to the bathroom don't turn out too well usually for one or the other. When you don't pay attention, that's how we resolved things back in the day. But you gave them a chance. And you have to, when you're working with talent, what I try to do is watch a match, see all the positive things that they did, or if there's just one or two positive things, but you always bring those up at first. Hey, this was really good. This was pretty good. You might want to move this over here or move that over there. And you get their confidence up that you're not shitting on them right away, because if you do that, a lot of times they're going to just tune you out and go, oh, he's going to beat me up over this. Here we go. And they'll just not hear the positive stuff. And if you do it in a way, but you say, you might want to, how about this? This was pretty good, but what if you put this in there or that in there? Because I've seen you do this or that, and you do it really well. You're starting to give them some confidence, and they see that you have been watching their matches and you do know what you're talking about, and you're not just bullshitting them, and they start to catch on to that, and they respond to that.